Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. But it is quite a mixed pattern at the moment for the Australian dollar. After the uptest went for the 77.85 area and actually backed away very sharply. And now from the technical aspects does give some impression that we are seeing a current breakdown. If so, then this would see further weakness towards this support line, which is seen roughly around 76.85, and a break beneath there could give further scope towards the downside and reinstate the target around 75.5, with the 60-day moving average seen at 75.84. So I believe the pattern is becoming back to a somewhat negative picture. Like with the euro. Now the dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, is currently trading around 90.45, so pretty much unchanged in the last 24 hours. Nevertheless, I would feel that the longer we remain underneath this 121.70 level for the euro, could see a pullback and therefore see a challenge back towards this trend support, which is seen somewhere around 120.20. A break beneath there would give further scope to the downside to 119. Looking at the dollar-yen pattern, well, the downside test is actually turned around in the last 48 hours, but the technicals are still negative. I'm not going to get too caught up in this challenge at the moment unless we see a further climb above 105. But at the moment, I feel the market is still poised for a further test down and eventually reach its target around 104.15. The pound backs away from the 138.60 level and now looking back towards the downside. Now a move under 137.90, which is where we are now, could see further risk to the downside and look further towards the 135 region. Sterling yen, well, we've got a few dojis and a gravestone, and does imply that we are seeing a further breakdown for this cross. I believe the market has potentially, since the challenges of 144.95 failing, looking towards 144 and maybe down to 143. Gold, well, the market has turned around from this top side level around 55 and now focusing back on the 1,820 level. That could go lower towards 1,812 and reassess from there. We could actually still see 1,765 as a potential target overall as a broader picture. Wrapping up with oil, the market is backing away from this $59 level and at present does give a further risk to the downside looking towards that $55 region. Keep an eye on these technicals because they are strengthening to the bearish case. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day and the great start to this new weekend.